Hey everybody, got a bunch of stuff here to start the week, Monday the 12th. Let's see. I'll start with the big package here. It's a priority mail package right here. I believe this is a kind of partial trade, basically, that's starting off here. Let's see, yep. That is exactly what we've got here. So, work to deal with a guy here and try to get him Hans Kraus on a card. More in there. I can try to get him Hans Kraus. I also have a, what's his name? Steel Walker here for him in exchange. Picking up a Brandon Phillips and a Holbert Cabrera. Former Indians right there. Got a few Cabreras, or a few Phillipses. I always like landing those because it doesn't like signing Indians cards much now. And Cabrera I have actually never gotten before, so very happy to add those in. See what I can do for getting him Kraus here now as well. Moving right along, let's see here. Go ahead and package that up right there. Go ahead and take a look at this larger envelope here. This is from my friend Chris, just on the other side of Arlington. Sent some stuff my way. Kind of a partial thanks for getting the Beckett stuff done the other day. And so, what do we got here? Note that says, Drew, thank you always for your help, from Chris. And so, yeah, we've got a few various autographs in here. Let's see what we've got, if I can get the tape off the top of here. There we go, almost got it, and, lost it for a second. Well, good enough, it'll open up. So, who we got here? We have a Jason Savakul on a Stars and Stripes card right there, one of the, which one is that? Is that the Longevity? It's a foil variety, it might be a Longevity, not sure. It's from the 2020 set. Also a John Link right there, that's 2010 tops. And a golf one, Curtis Strange. I do not have any signed golf cards yet, so very first one there to be added in. So thank you, Chris, for sending those along. Quite welcome for the help, of course. Try to figure out what's going on here with the packaging there. We'll do that later, though. In the meantime, I've got two TTMs here to talk about as well. Boom. So the first one we're going to take a look at here, this is CB, and it comes from Charlotte, North Carolina. I think this is going to be a NASCAR driver. I think this is going to be Clint Bowyer in this one. Let's see if that's the case. No, it's off on that one. Not Clint Bowyer, but rather Chris Buescher came back on this one. So he signed all three items that I sent, 2 cards, 1 custom index card. There you go, slightly off on that one, but still, either way, a NASCAR driver there to add to the collection. And we've got one more. This one's from R.E., postmark from Northern Virginia. I think this is going to be a former Washington running back. I think it's going to be Ricky Ervin's. Let's find out if that's the case. If so, it's one that I sent out a while back. I think possibly November of last year, maybe even a little bit before that. But yeah, that's who we've got here. It is Ricky Ervin's. It's 91 Pro set, and is that 93 on that? 94 on the Stadium Club. 95, actually. It says. So there we go. But yeah, a couple cards signed by Ricky Ervin's. Glad to see those ones coming back. They're out for, like I said, quite a while there. So a couple successes, a gift, and a sort of partial trade 50-50 type thing going on there. So good way to start the week. Hopefully we've got some more yet to come right after this. All right, it is Wednesday morning, the 14th. These came in yesterday, actually. I kind of too lazy to go out and get the mail yesterday, so I'm like, we'll just get it later. So, anyways, 2 items in the mail here.
You had other stuff on your mind.
Yeah, had other stuff on my mind. My wife just got accepted for a new job, so we had to celebrate that, of course. So, there you go. So, anyways, yeah, we'll go ahead and look through these. One is a purchase. Actually, both of them are purchases, but of different varieties. Take a look at this one first. This is a SportLots purchase. Finally, the last piece of my most recent order is here. Very happy to get that in. And stuff that I'll be needing for this weekend when I go out to Frisco to try to go for Frisco and Springfield. Packaged very nicely here. They got these little gold seals across the top there. Ooh, fancy. And so, what we have here, courtesy of SportLots seller Derek911, we have two cards right here of Nick Dunn for Springfield. And also 2 cards here, of one being Tyler Pike and the other being Alec Burleson. So, there you go. A few more to get done this weekend, hopefully. We'll, of course, have an update for you on Friday evening is when I'm going to be going out there. So, yeah, hopefully have that for Friday, and hopefully some stuff to show off Saturday as well. But, yeah, at the very least, let's continue on here with this next one. This one is a purchase that I made through a Facebook group, and it will help out my Donruss Diamond Kings project. The guy who I think used to sign quite a bit, but has kind of completely stopped signing by mail lately. So, see if I can undo this carefully, easily, whatever. Packaged very well, but unfortunately using packing tape on it, so it's like, oh, geez, this is a nightmare to try to get off of here. Got halfway on the first one. See if we can get the rest of it here. Yeah, got a quarter of it there. Hopefully this last piece will come off easily. Let's see, and yeah, there we go. All right, so that off of there as well. Taped across the top here too. Fortunately, it's a small piece, it looks like, so yeah. Piece of advice to anybody who does a whole lot of selling and trading and stuff by mail. Get yourself a roll of painter's tape. It works a lot better. But there we go, finally got it out, and no sleeve on it either, so I'm kind of lucky it didn't get damaged by the tape across the top of it there too. But fortunately, there you go, Britt Burns on, what year is this, 82? I think it's the 82 set. So another one to add in from there. And like I said, that's a guy who doesn't do a whole lot of signing by mail anymore, so glad to be able to add that one at a decent price. As soon as I saw that one come up for sale, I'm like, yoink, we're grabbing that one. So there we go, inching closer to that 50% mark on that set. Gonna be mailing out a few more for it here pretty soon. I need to send off to Al Oliver and Dave Parker coming up soon, which I probably will do here in the next couple of weeks. I mean, they charge $10 per, but I had 100 set aside for a card show next weekend. I don't think I'm going to go out to that at all. So, yeah, time to start mailing off to some of those $10 guys and see what I can knock out. So, once again, stuff coming in the mail. Like I said, I've got some stuff later on today in the regular Wednesday mailing. Supposed to have a TTM coming in, so we'll hopefully be able to show that off as well. All right, it is Thursday the 15th, and kind of got a double dose coming along here since I didn't go out to the mailbox yesterday at all, but I know at least one was in there from yesterday. I think the second one here was as well. Just didn't get the machine looking at it because, I mean, if you take a look at it there, it's got the postmark done by a hand stamp on there, so kind of cool to see that again. We'll go ahead and take a look at those first, and then we've also got 3 in today, so 5 total to take a look at here. First one, like I said, this one came in yesterday, actually, and I was just too lazy to walk down and get it. But it's postmarked from North Houston, Texas. The initials are AS. I believe this is going to be a former player from about the 60s or so, I believe, is when he was around. I think, and see if it actually is who I think it is. And yeah, it is Al Spangler. And, ooh, didn't see the back on that one, wow. But, show you these ones here real quick. Got the 60, is that 67? 69. Okay, so 66 and 69 Topps card, both signed by him there. Along with the 1960 Rookie Star card right there. And so I was saying I didn't notice the back on it. Wow, that was, didn't notice that when I picked it up. I mean, I got it at a show in a random vintage box. They were priced at 50 cents each, and the guy gave me a little bit of a discount on them as well along with it. So I'm not going to complain much about that. Because honestly, the front looks just fine, and that's really about all I care about on this one, at least. So, good to get those ones back. Interesting to notice that one now, but hey, it's good stuff. I'll take it. So this one, like I said, it's hand-stamped, and it's from the North Texas PNC, it looks like, Coppell, Texas. Not too far from here. But the initials on are CO, and I don't know who it is because I didn't know it was coming, so I didn't look it up. So, like I said, I think this one was in my stuff that was supposed to come in yesterday, or did come in yesterday. I was just sitting there waiting for. And aha, this makes sense for why it's a local one and all that, but also wrote a note back on this one. So I'll show you the cards first, but I sent to Mr. Claude Osteen, who lives just over in Grand Prairie. I've had him in person several times, but there you go, a couple right there. Got the 1969, 1968, and also the 1960 here. I'll show that up. So same year as the Al Spangler cards. Interesting there, but Not quite, but close to the same years there, at least. Two of them overlapped. There you go. The funny thing is that photo that's on that 1960 card was also on his 1959 rookie card. And he'd actually told me when I got him in person on the rookie card, that photo was shot, I think he said, like, right before his second Major League game. It was right around his 18th birthday, so I think it was even the year before all that. I think he said it was like 57 or 58 they shot the photo. So Claude also wrote a short note back on the back of my letter. He said, thank you for your letter. I remember George Brunette. He was a bit before me, but I was impressed with his arm and delivery. And, yeah, he and... let's see here, because, yeah, Brunette made his debut in 56. And I've mentioned before on here, George Brunette used to live next door to my dad in the off-season back in the 60s up in northern Michigan. But, yeah, I mean, their careers overlapped a bit. They only pitched against each other once in a game, but a bit of an overlap there throughout the 60s, because Claude pitched all the way up to, like, 75, I want to say, like 59 to 75, something like that. And Brunette was around from 56 to 71. That's when he played his last Major League game. And, of course, if you know your minor league baseball history, you know that George Brunette then went on, after he was out of the majors after 71, he then played a little bit in AAA for a couple of years after that, and then went down to Mexico and pitched until 1985. Also was a manager down there as well, but yeah, pitched all the way until 1985, did a little bit of managing there, and eventually died in 89 from a heart attack. But yeah, the dude spent, 35 years approximately in pro baseball. So, heck of a career right there. If you get a chance, look up some stuff about him, because there's some crazy stories there. Anyways, we've got three that are in today. Let's see here. We'll go with this one first. Well, no, we'll save that one for last. We'll go in order here with this one with, first up from Charlotte, North Carolina on this one. This is on our JCM. This is going to be a former infielder turned catcher. Usually it's the other way around. Usually a guy starts out as a catcher and becomes an infielder. This guy started as an infielder and became a catcher, but this will be Mr. J.C. Martin. And he signed all three cards that I sent. We'll show you these two real quick. The 1961 rookie card and a 1966 as well. If you take a look at that, see the 1966 lists him as a catcher, the 1961 as a third baseman. But it was around 62, 63, somewhere in there that sent him down to the minors real quick, say, hey, we're going to try you as a catcher instead, and convert him to catcher, and he made a heck of a career out of it. I mean, he was in the 72 top set still at that point as a catcher with, I think, the Mets, if I remember right. So, heck of a change right there, and took to it just fine, it seems. Next one we've got here is postmark from San Diego, California, and the initials on it are MR. I think this is going to be Merv Rettenmund, if I remember right, former Orioles first baseman. And let's see here. That is indeed who we have here. So, signed a couple of multiplayer cards here. The one here for the 72, I actually already have signed by him and by Tony Oliva. Unfortunately, Bobby Mercer is the third one on it, so won't be finishing it off, but still might be a cool project out there for somebody who needs a Tony Oliva autograph. But there we go. So that and the rookie card there as well with Mike Adamson. So I'm going to be heading off to Adamson next, try to finish that duel off right there. And cool stuff here. He actually also signed the index card that I had in there as well. So put a border on that and add it to all the other ones I've got there. And last one we've got here, the initials are BS, and it comes from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This guy, 95 years old and still one of the most solid TTMers you're going to find out there. Should be Mr. Bobby Shantz that we see in this envelope. Indeed, that is who we've got here, and is he 95? Am I correct on that? Yeah, he's 95, he's 96 in September, but signed the two cards I said, a 62 and a 59, is that? Yeah, 59. So there we go. I actually already had the 62 signed because I got a whole bunch of cards from my dad back in 2014, I think it was, and mailed off to some of those guys, and the 62 Bobby Shantz was one of the ones that was in there, so I was looking through that, mentioned that 50-cent box, that show a couple months ago, found these two cards of Shantz were the only two of him that I could find in that box. I think a lot of other TTMers have already picked that one clean. I know my friend Josh has gone through that guy's stuff a bunch of times, gotten a few good ones out of there, so I'm sure he probably got to a couple of chances before I did, but I was at least able to find these two, so really happy to be able to send those off and get those signed, and I mean, his signature is still looking as good as ever. I mean, 95 years old and still looking like that on the sig, so great stuff right there once again. Really happy to get all of these back, and hopefully we'll have some more to talk about this week. It's only Thursday, still got Friday, still got Saturday, going to a ball game Friday night as well out in Frisco, so hopefully be bringing you some info on what I'm able to get signed out there, and of course, try to get you a bat of play-by-play as well. All right, we are here in Frisco, Texas, a little bit of graphing pregame. I'm going to show that off right now as best I can, one-handed here, but got here just in time to get to the Rough Riders taking batting practice, so got a few guys out there by the cage to start out with, and So first here we got Sam Huff, who signed all 4 cards I had of him. His SIG basically is just an SH, as you can see there, but still, he said all 4. So pretty happy with that. Right after him was Steele Walker, whom you've heard his name on here quite a few times before. I mean, he'll sign everything for you and stand there chatting with you for, hours on end. And so he signed all 4, and then, yeah, we were talking for like 5 minutes while he was waiting for his turn in the cage. Very happy to get those ones signed. It's popped up and heading over us. There we go. All right. Anyways, so next one, Anderson Tajeda. Got him on 1. Unfortunately, Aaron did not quite have the same luck. He got graph blocked by the FedEx guy, and so he has no comment over there, obviously. But moving on from there, we got inside, and Andre Pallante was the starting pitcher tonight for the Springfield Cardinals. But even though he's a starter, he still signed 3 cards I had of him. Real great. Came over to chat and hang out and sign. You don't very often see the starting pitcher sign on days when they're starting, but he was totally willing to, so good on him. We also got Nick Plummer on all 3 cards I had of him. There we go. Had 4 original, but there's a kid over there who didn't have one, so I'm like, here, go ahead, take one. I don't really need all 4, so always helps. Luke and Baker came over. He signed 2 out of 4 for me. Very happy with that. We also saw outfielder Nick Dunn. See if we can get these. There we go. Got a 2 out of 2 on Nick Dunn as he signed right by the dugout. And last one we got coming in from the bullpen was Alvaro Sayas, who signed all 4 cards ahead of him. Also got 2 photos somewhere in the back here. Not really going to worry much about those, but they were, as you can see right there, Justin Turner and Malcolm Nunez marked off on my list. So there you go.
Third baseman, Malcolm Nunez.
And we'll go ahead and stay right here and bring you an at-bat of some play-by-play right here with Malcolm Nunez coming to the plate, who I just mentioned. Nunez, number 5 hitter in the lineup, as he has Burleson at first after a leadoff walk. The set here by Yuri Rodriguez, and the delivery takes for a strike. Nunez hitting .224 on the season, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Third baseman in the lineup here tonight for the Springfield Cardinals. Meanwhile, Rodriguez 0-1 on the season, 3.44 ERA. Coming in with 43 strikeouts to 17 walks. As he kicks and fires. Second pitch taking for a strike as well. 0-2 count here quickly on the third baseman Nunez. Outfield straightaway, infield double play depth. As Rodriguez looks and comes set. And the 0-2 delivery in the dirt goes 1-2. As said, Burleson on at first base with a leadoff walk. 2 runners so far for the Cardinals in this game, both reaching base via walks. Riders up 1-0 right now. Leadoff single by J.P. Martinez. He stole second, moved to third on a throwing error, and then came home on a bouncer to first. As once again, Rodriguez comes set. And the delivery in the dirt, and it'll be 2-2. Nunez was acquired as a free agent in 2018, native of Havana, Cuba. Decent-sized crowd on hand here for a very hot Friday night in Frisco. As again, Rodriguez comes set, not paying a whole lot of attention to Burleson. He's probably not going to be going anywhere anyways. As he kicks and fires and bounce foul, third base side, right to the coach's box. And so we'll do it again here with the count 2-2. Rodriguez set. Once again, no check with the runner first. Burleson not taking exactly a big lead over there either. Kicking and firing in a high heater for strike 3. 95 miles an hour on the fastball for the first out of the inning. And so there you go, a little bit of action here from Frisco. Once again, we're in the top of the second inning. They lead it 1-0. All right, I am back. I have a post-game report from the card that I was not expecting to have because Aaron and I have been talking. We figured, yeah, we're not going to stick around much post-game. I mean, we're just going to be back here in a couple of weeks anyway, so we can, you know, doing 2 games against Amarillo in a couple of weeks. So we're thinking, okay, we'll do Amarillo for one, and we'll do Frisco for the other. So no real need to stick around tonight. But so we tried the Cardinals side post-game because, yeah, Alec Burleson said that he was going to sign for us later. Well, apparently that wasn't later enough because, I mean, he didn't sign inside at all for us, and then afterward, we're waiting right there. He walks by. I'm like, Alex, sign please. Just keeps on walking. I'm like, you said later, Chief. Okay, thanks. So, yeah, no luck there, unfortunately. But did have at least a little bit of luck inside and some outside. So we'll go ahead and show all of that off here in a moment if I can figure out what all I put where in my envelopes here. So I accidentally had 2 photo envelopes there. And I think, there we go. I think I got them split between the 2 of them here. So dig into this other one real quick, and we'll go ahead and show off what we did post-game. So, did the Cardinals side post-game, and then we decided, all right, yeah, let's go ahead and try the Rangers outside, and I am glad we did. So, show this off first real quick. I mentioned I got Malcolm Nunez inside, and so there you go. We'll try to get that one as best we can. Hopefully you can see it well enough there. But yeah, got him, got Justin Turner as well. So a couple of guys that are on the Cardinals' top 30 prospects right there. Those are 2 that I got pre-game. So post-game, we got, let's see here. Where was that? There we go. We got Ivan Herrera, or Ivan Herrera. I heard him announcing it as Juan Herrera, but spelled I-V-A-N, so whatever. But he signed inside on his way off the field, so got that one, and a card signed by him. Also got Delvin Perez. Funny one on Delvin Perez. He was stopping, talking to a few fans over by the dugout, and trying to jog his way off. I'm like, Delvin, please. And he's like, all right, fine, real quick. And comes over, signs my photo, then starts signing one of Aaron's cards, and one of the security people there for Frisco says, hey, 30 seconds, we got to have the field cleared. And he's like, 30 seconds, fine, boom, and nails all of Aaron's cards and comes back and does my 4 cards as well. So, yeah, nice stuff there out of Perez, and cool of the Frisco security people there to at least tell him, hey, you know, you got a quick warning here, basically, to get everything done. So, post-game, got Sam Huff again, this time on a 4x6 photo, so got everything signed by him that I had. Excuse me, also had Jake Latz on that particular photo as well. And got Diosbel Arias on a photo like that, and a couple of cards that are in my box here. So we'll go ahead and show off the stuff from the box here as well. I haven't pulled the Arias cards out of the notebook yet. I'll have to do that here in a moment, but let's see here. Where did I leave off on all of this? There we go. So, as I said, we got Delvin Perez inside. I already showed you one of those, so we're totally good there, I think. All right, let's flip these around. There we go. So, Delvin Perez on those cards. Ivan Herrera, showed you the one. Outside, we were able to get Cole Winn first up, signed 4 cards for me, including right there the first Bowman card. Really happy to be able to land those ones. My friend Chris hooked me up with a few cards because I was totally tapped out on him. Let's see here. We also knocked out some Hans Kraus cards as well. 2 of these actually go back to other people. One of them is, and 2 of them actually I think are going to be mine. I think 1 may go to Chris out of these, but either way, we'll show you off the 2 that I think are going to others. So in case they're watching here, they can see their cards. But yeah, Tom Carlin, you're getting that one on our trade deal. I showed off the cards I got from him earlier in the week that hopefully I think it was on this video, it might have been last week's video, but got a couple of Indians autographs that I needed from him. So I got a Brandon Phillips and a Holbert Cabrera in exchange for Steele Walker and the attempt to get Hans Kraus, which proved fruitful here today. And another 50-50 deal I made was on a Hans Kraus right there, so cool stuff there. Happy to be able to get those. Cole Reagans came out a little bit later. He was a 1-per signer, but got him on the 1 so far here at least, so hopefully we'll knock out a few of those later on in the season. And we got Anderson Tajeda 1 more time. So, if I calculated everything up correct, I think I got about 40 or 50 cards and photos total signed on this. I mean, it's a fairly easy day out there, despite being, you know, ridiculously hot there for so much of it. But hey, if I'm getting a bunch of autographs out of it, I'll figure out a way to deal with it. So, there you go. That's everything from Friday in person in Frisco. We have some TTMs coming up right after this. My wife sent me a picture, said I've got a few coming in, so we'll show those after my nice little 45-minute, 1-hour drive home, something like that. So stop, grab a bottle of water, and head out on the road. And I'm back home. Fastest 45-minute drive ever, right? Okay, so I may have left out a little bit in between there. But got a mail to check out here. So first off, a package from my friend Ty up in Oregon. Sent me a couple of things here to get signed over the next couple of weeks. couple weeks from now was when Amarillo was coming to town. He said, hey, can you mind 50-50ing some stuff here with me, help me out here with some of these? I'm like, yeah, no problem. So send on down whatever you can. So sent the cards, sent 5 for shipping back and everything. So yeah, that should hopefully cover everything just fine. Let's see here. Move this over here. I'll go through those. I'll put it right there. All right. So we also have 4 TTMs here. So a lot of stuff going on here. I looked all these up earlier, but 4 is a lot to forget about in the last few hours because, I mean, a lot of graphing going on in between there. So let's go ahead and take a look at all these, and I'm not going to try and make any predictions unless I remember them. So first up, we have BL, postmark from Gulfport, Mississippi, and this one I actually remember. There's not many that you're sending out to from Mississippi there. So Barry Lyons, former Mets catcher, is who should be in this one. Second time I've ever sent to him. And yeah, we got ourselves a few Barry Lyons SIGs right here. We'll show off these 2. Signed all 3 cards that I sent there. So there you go, Barry Lyons. I think the last time I sent to him was like, I want to say 2012, 2011, something like that. So it's been about 10 years I mailed to him. So I probably mentioned before, I try not to send to guys multiple times in about a 6-month span or thereabouts. So I'd say 11 years is probably all right. Next up, this one I remember as well, BR from Columbia, South Carolina. I'm sure some of you out there can probably take a guess as to the former Yankee great that this is likely to be. And yes, indeed. So he enclosed the Mickey Mantle, his final inning, tracked there as well, and put a note on the back there saying Mantle was a teammate from 55 to 66. And yeah, it is Bobby Richardson. And he signed the 62 tops and the 1960 World Series card from 61 set. Both right there. Definitely happy to get those ones signed. Those are a couple of ones I picked up for, it was like 50 cents each at that card show in Allen a few weeks ago. So glad to send those off and get them signed. Not the greatest condition on them, but that's half the fun of these things. I mean, a card that's not in perfect condition, you know, has a story to it. So there you go. It's just kind of cool to get those to me. Moving right along to our next one here. I can put that over here. Let's see here. We've got MB from Salt Lake City, Utah. This one I actually got through a Facebook friend of mine, Peter Black. He posted a thing that said, "Hey, my dad used to be a punter in the NFL," and shows a video clip of him. I'm like, "Dude, will he TTM if I find some cards?" And he said, "Yeah, definitely. Here, I'll get you the address once you do." And so I was able to grab a couple of cards on SportLots. I think just one card from SportLots, and then made a couple of custom index cards as well, at least a custom index card. So yeah, there we go. Hey, those came out pretty good. But Mike Black was his dad, former punter for the Detroit Lions. And so there you go. Got those ones signed. That's the, what year is this McDonald's one? This is a 1986 McDonald's one. Has a scratch and win game on. Unfortunately unscratched, so looks pretty cool there. But yeah, so glad to add those ones in. A couple more for the punters, kickers, and long snappers collection. And so last one here, the initials on it are CE and is from Santa Clarita, California. And wow, I was actually able to remember all 4 of these because this is going to be a former outfielder, played for the Indians for a little while, actually, in the 50s, 60s, somewhere in there. But it's Chuck Esigian, another one that I picked up at that card show. And he signed all 3 cards that I sent. We'll show off these 2, the 58 and 61 right there, with the Phillies and the Kansas City A's. He also spent some time with the Dodgers. Let's see what the back of the card here says. Any others that I'm missing there? Philadelphia, St. Louis, L.A., so we've got, yeah, Philadelphia, Kansas City, LA. So St. Louis and Cleveland along with that. And I think there may have been a couple other teams. But, yeah, definitely happy to add those ones in. So, very, very busy day here. 4 TTMs, a lot in person. Total of well over, at least close to 60 items signed total across the day. So I'm going to sleep very, very well tonight, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I'll have some more coming your way tomorrow. Might have a report from Aubrey. We'll see if we get that or not. Hopefully I'll have some mail of my own as well. Stick around after this. There's got to be something coming up after here. So there you go. Hey everybody, it's actually Sunday here for this one. Didn't get a chance to do anything on Saturday. Unfortunately, Aubrey's still feeling a little bit under the weather, so we didn't have going over there. So hopefully though we'll be back over to see her soon. She said she's got a whole stack of mail to open up, so that should be good. But friend Chris that I mentioned before, he just dropped by, dropped off some stuff as he came to pick up the stuff that I got signed for him with Frisco and Springfield. So let's see what we got in return here. there. So, let's see here. Got a few cards right here and an index card. Show you the index card last, but out of the cards, let's see here. Wow, it's a whole bunch in here. So, let's see here. Stick that there for now. We've got Tanner Witt. We have a, oh good, this one I can get signed in person at some point, a Steve Harrison card. Former player who lives in the area. Never played for the Stars at all, but does some coaching in the area. We've got a Toby Herrera. We've got a Nick Ramirez. Let's see here. We've got a Drew Romo. We have, all right, a Royce Bollinger. A Corey Snyder, my favorite player of all time. And a few unsigned that'll help with some TTMing, hopefully, at some point here. Oh, and also a Patrick Kivlahan that I missed in there. Then also a couple of unsigned ones of Austin Riley and Will Smith. Hopefully those guys might TTM, and I can send those off for the 72, or the 2021 Heritage set. And I said there's an index card here as well. He pointed that one out. He said do something cool with it, and I will, because that is Scotty Bowman right there. So, yeah, let's get crazy with that and see what I can come up with. So, there you go. Something to work on this week a little bit. So, yeah, that's about it for the week. We'll try to get this thing up and posted here pretty soon. Don't forget, make sure you're checking out sportscardforum.com. All sorts of great info there on all things related to sports collectibles, especially their TTM section. And, of course, if you haven't done so already, make sure you look down right below. That didn't sound good, but right below this video here, you'll find the subscribe button. Hit that and be updated every time I post up a new video, typically every Saturday or Sunday for the most part. Once a week is how I'm doing this now. So make sure you do that. We'll see you next week. Hey everybody, it is Monday the 19th of July. You're probably seeing that this one's going on a little bit longer because I've decided I'm just going to throw 2 weeks in. I didn't get a chance to edit and rolled into Monday morning. I'm just like, let's just do 2 weeks. So got a whole crap load of packages here from SportLots to take a look at, but we're going to wait on those for a little bit. Right now, I've got 2 TTMs, though, as well. So we're going to take a look at those first. That way you can see those, and if you don't care about the SportLots stuff, just go ahead and, move on to the next day of this video. So, first one is from RH Metroplex of Michigan, near the Detroit area. I believe this one is going to be Ray Herbert, pitcher back in the 50s and 60s. And yeah, that's who we've got here. Very nice looking signatures. He signs a kind of vertical on the card. On these two, at least, he did. Turn you there. 62 and a 66, and then he signed the 1960 totally normally. So, there you go. Cool stuff right there. I think I've mailed to him before, at least. I know I've gotten an autograph. I don't remember if it was when I mailed it off to him or if I had picked up in a trade or something along the way, but yeah, good stuff there. Next one up, we have DH, and it's from Knoxville, Tennessee. I think it's going to be another pitcher from the 60s and 50s, and I believe this is going to be Mr. Dave Hillman. Letter folded up with it there, a little protection, I'm assuming there. Yeah, nothing extra on it or anything like that. And Mr. Hillman signed all 3 cards that I sent. I'll show you the 62 and the 60 right here. So there you go. Also, we got a 59 in there. So, there you go. 2 successes, 3 signed cards in each one. So that's all for the TTMs. Right now, we're going to take a look at the SportLots stuff here. I'll be using for my upcoming outings in about a week and a half, I believe, is when they're 2.5 weeks, something like that. Coming up soon, at least. I mean, that's good ugh. So, see if I can get into these. And like I said, if you're not interested in the SportLots stuff, go ahead and fast forward on. There's hopefully going to be more stuff this week that will follow all this. But if you want to see what's coming here that I'll hopefully be getting signed in person before I get it signed, well, we're going to open these on up and take a look at them here and find out. See if I can get these open. They got this. This guy's taped it real well. This was from seller as JNLM4760 on SportLots. And this is one that I just placed the order a couple days ago, it seemed like. So he was super fast at getting this going. So major props to him. Thank you, Mr. Jim Merrill, for getting on your stuff here very quickly. Yeah, all these have been real fast that I've gotten in today. I mean, I have not placed an order until the last couple, maybe about the last week or so. I think they all may have come in today, which is absolutely shocking that it's that fast. So, there we go. Almost there. Almost there. So, well, inching our way there, at least. This one, like I said, very well packaged, very well protected. So, major props to him. And he used painter's tape as well. So, that's the best of all possible worlds right there. So, all right. Team set bag out. I can't quite get into there yet. Getting closer. Come on now. Here we go. There we go. All right. So, hopefully these will be useful to me. Unfortunately, I heard some bad stuff about how Frisco got on Saturday night. I was there, of course, on Friday that you just saw here. Heard on Saturday that there were several graphers getting a little bit crazy with trying to get to players after the game. It was like 3 deep on people down the foul line. And after the game, like, players' girlfriends were starting to request security because some of the graphers out there were just getting to be absolutely, completely ridiculous. So hopefully they haven't destroyed outside at Frisco now, too, along with inside. But, yeah, we've got Sam Huff here to start things out. We got Bowman Platinum right there. Got his regular Bowman there as well. Donruss rated rookie. Nifty stuff right there. And this one, I've already got that one signed. And actually got 2 of it signed before, but one went to Chris. So grabbed another one of those while I was on SportLots. Continuing on, got another one right here. This one is from... I'll find the actual dealer's name here in a moment once I get into the thing here. He has just regular first name on there, but this was from S. Castro 1, whom I've bought stuff from before. He's been excellent on fulfilling orders very quickly. Did so once again here. And again, packaged very well. Quick trash cleanup here. All right. So these ones, I believe, are going to be... I didn't get any Frisco ones in this order at all. This is going to be all guys that I'm going to need for Amarillo, Cleburne, and the Chicago Dogs when they come to town out there in Cleburne. Again, packaged very nicely. And so what do we have here? We've got a 4-player card that has Tyler Wilson up in the corner there. He's pitching for Cleburne. Get cards of Ryder Jones. 4 cards of Ryder Jones. Oh, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards of Anthony Greer. Another Tyler Wilson card right there. Let's see, we've got 1, 2 at least of Riley Weidel. 2 of Max Foodie, 1 of Casey Hobson. Got a Stone Garrett, 2 Jonathan Crawfords, and a Bryce Jarvis, all here for those games in a couple weeks. So, excellent stuff there. Great help there from Mr. S. Castro 1. Moving right along, Thurston Cards in Florida on this one. I'm going to get his actual SportLots name here real quick. This one was Jet Cards, who I've bought from a ton of times. He's one of my ones I list as being one of the elite sellers out there that I have bought from. Always has great stuff in stock, very quick shipping times. Haven't had any problems with missing cards or anything like that, so definitely Jet Cards is one that I would recommend if you're looking to buy stuff on SportLots. Let's see, but yeah, I bought a whole bunch from him. I think these are mostly going to be Frisco guys, if I remember right. Yeah, I mean, God, when did I put that Frisco order in? I think it was... Feels like it was only maybe Friday or Saturday that I put it in, so maybe Thursday at the earliest. But yeah, all Frisco stuff in this one, I think. Actually, it would have been Thursday because it was definitely after I went to that game on Friday that I ordered these up. So absolute record fast response time on these things. That's kind of amazing. And so we have here, we've got a couple from Bubba Thompson, Noah Bremer, Cole Winn, Hans Kraus, Dio Arias. Let's see here. On to the next one. Got Matt Whatley right off the top here, which kind of surprising. I had forgotten. I actually didn't know until Chris told me about that he has cards out there, and that's because if you notice that he's listed as Matthew Whatley on it, and if you look on SportLots, if you're looking under Matt Whatley, you're not going to find it. So heads up on that if you need anything of him. So yeah, Matt Whatley, Noah Bremer there again, Anderson Tajeda. Yeah, so cool. More stuff to add to the pile right there. Another smaller order right here. Almost through. There we go. go. So this one was courtesy of Four Corners. First time I have bought from them, but super fast response time from them as well. This one called themselves Greenfield Four Corners, apparently. So, sells Four Corners on SportLots. So mostly stuff I'm going to need for the next couple weeks, including a card of Jordan Kipper of the Bowie Bay Sox. Forgot that I had that one coming in, so that's cool. Who else? Whoa, just dropped all of them. All right, so we've got Stu Clyburn in among these. Got, who's that one? Travis Denker. We've got Michael Krause, and had to grab that Butch Hobson right there. He's the manager there in Chicago. Son Casey plays on the team, but yeah, I had to grab that one. I saw the they had the 92 Topps trade. It's like, yep, that one's that's happening. We also have the card of Jeff Fano of the Bowie Bay Sox in here as well, so that's kind of cool, randomly. But yeah, definitely did not order that one. All right, and we've got one more here to open up. And this one comes to me from Maryland. And no packing slip in this one, so I don't know who the seller was on this, but it's packaged very well. Painter's tape, cardboard, all that fun stuff. And there we go. Oh, okay, this is one that I won off of on the bench, actually. They had their trading night at their chat room here earlier this week, and had a couple trivia questions, and so I was able to answer one of them right, and so I ended up getting this Todd Helton jersey card given to me for free. So cool. Yeah, I forgot about that completely there. So very happy to get that one in as well. And that's it for all that. I've got some buttons here for my hat that I got to open up and throw on there here in a bit too. But yeah, there we go. So thanks for tuning in. Kicking off a new week here, continuing through the second week here for this video. But hopefully we'll have some more stuff from this week coming up right after this. All right, it's Thursday the 22nd. And, yeah, nothing the last couple of days. I went up to Oklahoma City yesterday, which was nice. Got to see a friend of mine whom we've known each other on Facebook for about 5 years and have never actually met in person, so that was kind of cool. Got to actually meet her and spend a day in Oklahoma City, so that was cool. Anyways, got one in the mailbox today, so we'll go ahead and take a look at this. Postmarked from Portland, Oregon. The initials on it are DD. This is going to be a former outfielder, I believe, if I remember right, back in the 60s or thereabouts. Mr. Dan Dobek. And yeah, that's what we've got here, and he did sign all 3 cards that I sent. It says 59, 60, and 61 cards. I'll go ahead and show all 3 of them off, just because it's kind of cool having the full run right there. So, there you go. All 3 of those. Picked those up at a card show a couple months ago. So, good to get those ones signed. Index card in there. I definitely did not send the index card, because anytime I send an index card, I don't send any lined ones at all. So, not sure where that came from, but hey, whatever. It helps to protect them a little bit, so take that. So, there we go. 3 from Dan Dobek today. Hopefully we'll have a few more to end out the week. If we do, they'll be coming up right after this. Well, hello. It's Saturday, and obviously with us, just had dinner. And look at this.
Look at this. I've been busy.
19 envelopes in here to go through, so yeah, the fact that I didn't put up last week's video, we're going to have like a double long one here. This is going to be the grand finale here for this week, so yeah, here we go.
All right, you ready?
What you got? Yeah.
All right, this one got mailed out in North Texas. We went ahead and opened them, but we did not look inside.
Yeah.
But there's so many. Oh, Jeff Kunkel.
Jeff Kunkel, yeah. The second-generation Major League player there. His dad was a player, Bill Kunkel, back in the 1960s.
Oh, nice. I used to have a friend named Libby Kunkel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
If they're related.
Oh, Kansas City. All right, this one doesn't say.
Ooh, nice. All right.
Mystery.
Real surprise.
Xavier Hernandez.
Oh, nice. He's got a great signature, too. That's really cool.
He really does.
I think he's out of Houston, if I remember right. So.
And this one is weird. Just saying. His arm looks weird in that one.
What's going on? Oh, yeah, they caught him right in the middle of about to snap off a curveball, I think, or something like that. Nice.
All right.
Moving on. What do we got? San Bernardino, California.
All right. Oh, there's a bonus.
All right.
Fred Kendall.
Ah, nice. Former catcher there.
This is kind of, his reminds me of a doctor. Like all business.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a note there too, maybe some questions
Ooh,
answered.
yes. Let's see what he said. He taught himself to play baseball. He always wanted to play. His knees hurt. And he follows the Padres.
Awesome.
Oh, because I asked the catchers sometimes if their knees hurt. Because you would think at the end, after a long career of catching, then
You're
your knees
squatting
would
down.
hurt.
Yeah, squatting down for 9 innings a day, 100 games a year probably.
Right? I don't blame him.
It takes it out of you.
Poor knees. All right. Oh, I gotta put this back in
Oh
here.
yeah.
Because I won't remember who wrote it. That was sweet of him to write back. And oh look, Garth. Oh, now I accidentally spelled his name wrong because I looked at this one first when I did the letters. Sorry, guys. See, if you look at this one, it looks like a Q, but it's not. And how do you say his name?
Orge.
Orge.
Yeah.
We thought it was Orc
Ah.
at home. So I remember I talked to my mom about it, and there's no note, but that's okay. At least he forgave me for saying it.
He was recently a coach for the team over in Grand Prairie.
Oh, nice. All right. And looks like this one came out of Utah. Ooh, there's a note or something. Oh, I got it.
Vance Law.
Oh, he's been diagnosed with something that causes muscle contractions in his hand.
Dystonia. Okay. Wow. Okay, looks like he's going to start signing with past pros now, which doesn't really surprise me much there. That I mean, yeah, like you said, he's been signing a ton over the years. His dad's a former major leaguer. His dad charges, I think, like $8 to sign. So
what does that mean? I didn't read all of it.
past pros is just it's basically a one like, hey, FYI, if you're sending out anymore, I'm going to be charging from here on. So, but you sign the ones you sent there. So
That's very nice as well.
He's got a great signature. His dad does too.
Does he?
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. Do you sign like either one of your parents? Because I totally sign like, or write like my parent.
I really don't. No, mine's
Really?
totally different. Yeah.
Oh, here's some more.
Ooh, we got more. Yeah.
Gary.
Justat, I think, is how it is. I got on the 72 set there.
Right. Let's see if he wrote back. Oh goodness. When I first saw the red, I thought, oh goodness, it didn't correct my writing. His brother taught him to play. He always wanted to play. He liked to travel. It was a great experience. Did everyone get along on the team? No, not always. What was the longest game? 24.
I think Sunday doubleheader, I think.
Oh, a Sunday doubleheader ended at 1 p.m. Again.
Against Cincinnati. 4 for 4, game-winning walk-off hit.
Oh, nice. Personal highest scoring game is what I do. Because sometimes I make different questions or write different questions for them, and then I never remember what the questions are.
Well, plus at least he wrote right above each one there. So
That is nice. All right. Bob Johnson with a very skinny signature. Look at that.
Always works well on the older cards like that, especially some of those guys who use like a ballpoint pen on them too, which works really well on the older ones, not so much on the newer ones.
Right, they're so glossy.
Yeah.
All right, this one came out of California, and it is Dennis Lamp.
Nice.
I remember something. Oh, look, that one got smeared, but that's okay.
That happens. He bounced around quite a bit. He pitched for like probably a good 6 or 7 different teams at 14.
Really?
Yeah.
I always wonder if they like to play for one team or like to bounce around. Oh, there's more mail. Steve
Keeley, yeah. I think he threw an extra one there because I definitely don't remember ever seeing that one at all.
Oh, nice.
And he's index card as well, so wow.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, goodness. So it says, Aubrey, my coaches in Little League taught me the game. My father was crippled and didn't know how to play. No, I don't follow a team. When I got out of baseball, I was angry and still am. I don't keep in touch with anyone. I shout out the Orioles in 8/21/69, 2-0 complete game in my first big league start, 1 week to the day of our son's first son's birth. That's awesome.
That's really good. He signed it on the other side there too.
Yes.
So it's like,
that is so cool. I'm glad he wrote back. I'm sorry he's angry about baseball. I get it. I'm sure there's a lot of...
There's so many guys that, they think they can still keep on playing and they never get the chance to prove it really. So
yeah.
I definitely understand that.
All right, this one came out of California, and it is Dennis Lamp again.
Oh, geez, might have said a couple of those. Wow.
I I guess I had more cards. And
I guess, yeah, then that happens.
on Sunday.
I mean, there may be a few of them where, like, I've given you the cards and I'm like,
right.
did I give you these ones? I don't know. Well, there you go. And yeah,
And
those,
those
ones you
extra
bought, too.
ones that I bought.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm glad
That's good that he was cool about
signing
signing it, at least,
signed all of them, because I'm sure that it was obvious.
Oh,
Roy.
good. That one's it.
Luke Hudson.
That's a good one because he sometimes takes a while to sign, so that one came back fairly quickly, I think.
All right. And I have my special set, the Royal set.
Of course.
All right. I don't know what it is, from Illinois maybe?
South Suburban Illinois. Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
like...
this is Ron Kittle.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he put the stamp on
Put
the
the
back.
stamp on the back. He is like mugging. I remember looking at this card like...
He had a huge rookie year, and because of that, he'll sign it. Pretty much any card for free, except for his rookie card. He will insist a $25 donation to his charity there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really sure why, but hey, if he gets a little money for his charity, and there's
Right.
people out there who collect the signed rookie cards.
Right. I like when they're using it for charity. I understand other reasons, but... Oh, here's another note. This is from Dalton Jones.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. It says, thanks for the nice letter. When young, my dad worked with me almost daily, wanted to be a major league ever since I can remember, don't much listen to games, and I don't have a favorite team. Okay.
I'm sure some of those guys too. It's kind of like a business to them. It's like once they retire, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'll go do other stuff.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Ooh, this is another one that's loaded. All right. Jim Longboard.
Ooh, nice.
I just sent this one out very recently, too.
He's a very quick responder. I think usually he'll come back in like about a week or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
A note there too, I think.
Now, do you ask questions in your letters?
Not very often. Once in a while I do though.
Okay, so we taught ourselves in high school, but in high school my coach refined things. I loved playing baseball and wanted to become a doctor, but I wanted to become a doctor. I loved to travel, and San Diego was his favorite place. Fans at Wrigley Field were a little crazy. I pitched 11 innings once against the Braves. Hank Aaron hit 802 off me. Love to watch games. And maybe his favorite is Max.
Max Scherzer, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, this is following the new, it was only written in July 7th,
Yeah.
so that's following what I'm starting right now.
And what I usually will put in is, if I'm writing to a guy who played back in the 1960s, my dad just lived next door to a former major leaguer. And so I'll say, hey, yeah, you played against this guy at the who's a teammate of yours or something like that. And
Right.
so they're like, oh, yeah, I remember George there. And
Nice. All right, this is Doug Jones.
oh, yeah, he tossed in the extra one there as well.
Yeah.
That is still one of my favorite photos right there, the one with the flaming ball.
Well, yes, that was cool.
Yep.
When I go home, I'm going to put all these on Facebook. Some picture in the dew.
And then I think it's the testimonial card he puts in there with it too, so that's the extra
is
one.
that
The one in the back there, yeah.
Okay.
Not that one.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right. This is Skip Lockwood.
Nice.
I get a little nervous when there are these older cards because sometimes they're playing baseball in the sky now, and
Yeah.
I'm always a little worried.
Yep. That's why on the TTM Cast podcast that I've been co-hosting, they have it. The main host of it does an update every week because he's sent out a few and he's gotten a response back saying, "Sorry, he died 3 weeks ago" or something like that. So he has this update now. It's called the Vern Rapp Minutes because the player that did that with accidentally was Vern Rapp. And so he'll give an update every week as kind of a service to other collectors out there to say, "Hey, these are people in the sports world or wherever, any kind of celebrities that have died in the past week and everything. Just a quick memorial of them and let you know, hey, don't send to them."
Right. All right, Bill Long.
I remember that's a fairly recent one too, I think, so I remember just looking that up.
Yeah, I've been going through alphabetically. For a while, I was just pulling out of wherever, getting wild. All right, two more. This one's from Kansas City, and it's got a note.
Package that one up really well too.
I know.
There we go.
Oh, Dave, look, I have more of them.
Oh, cool.
I think I just asked you
I think so,
again.
yeah. So there's a couple names that are, like Dennis Lamb may have come up. I know Rose did too, so yeah.
All right. He taught himself watching and reading. He fell in love with baseball during the '59 World Series. Yankee Stadium at Fenway was the favorite place to travel.
Yep.
No big fights and 19 innings. Wow. That's awesome.
That's a marathon right there.
Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine. I can't imagine focusing that long.
Yeah, especially when you get late in that game. That means it's going to be tied the whole time through there. It's like,
Right?
you know, if you screw something up, you might be letting the game-winning run in. So.
Right? All right, last one.
Some extra stuff in there, too. This is really cool.
They added extra stamps to send stuff back, which I appreciate. Thank you so much, sir. Oh, goodness. Oh, nice. He wrote, so I write on behalf and sign from each of it's Ted Kubiak. And from each of my kids and myself. And so he sent one for each of us, and we include our names. And then here's this one that I had.
Looks like you even typed a response to that. Wow, that's...
Oh my goodness. Oh, yay. Okay, I need a gold star apparently. Your questions are very unique compared to many others. And I'm sure my other players get like, what's your favorite team, teammate, most memorable moment, and how did you like playing in the World Series, etc. Well, I don't know that I asked him that one, but...
you said what the other ones he's got.
Oh, okay. No one taught him how to play. 50 years ago, we learned our own, and you have to have talent for the game from the start. No one can become a good player unless he or she has the skills required. As a coach, I could not make someone into a player who wasn't one from the start. I never considered playing baseball as a career. I was going to become an architect and got a scholarship to Pratt Institute in Brooklyn. I was invited to a tryout camp, and surprise, surprise, I got signed by the Kansas City Athletics, and the rest is history. I love traveling. I love flying. Being in the air was my reprieve from the pressure of the game. Our travel as players was tough on families, but also afforded them some unique experiences. The longest time at the baseball park was in Oakland, the Sunday doubleheader. I got to the park at 10 a.m. and did not get home until midnight. It was a doubleheader. The second game went into 18 innings, and I got to hit to win the game. If you want to know what the minor leagues are, I suggest you get a copy of my book, Old School, on eBay, Amazon, etc. I take you up through the ups and downs, highs and lows. Enjoy your hobby.
That is great.
That's awesome. Very nice. Thanks, Ted. Awesome. So
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Well, there you go. 19 of them all in here over the last couple
Sitting
weeks.
through all of that. Yes, we will have more next time.
Yes, definitely. So I know she's planning on sending a few more out. I've got hopefully a few to send out soon, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll hopefully have a lot more. Good to have you back healthier as well now after everything. There you go. Make sure you check out sportscardforum.com. Check out all the great stuff on there. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button somewhere down here below us.
On that side.
So,
My side.
somewhere around there. Yeah, there you go. Producer pointing it out there for you. And so there you go. We'll see you next week.